Hi everyone. Right, I was going to move the fry over into the new Tempest tank, but I can't do it now. I've got white spot. So the temperature was up to 16, 17 degrees over a week and a half ago. Somewhere there, I'm sure it was somewhere there because I heated it up because it was too cold the other week. Obviously the temperature dropped down to about 6, 7 degrees, 8 degrees somewhere there in the shed. It was really cold, so they weren't very active. They weren't feeding early, so I thought, right, I'll heat it up, go up to 16, 17 degrees. I can't remember exactly the temperature got it to, but it's somewhere around there. And they're starting feeding loads, back to normal again. But I've started to cool it down again now, because I do want to move them over and put them in there. But I can't now, because the white spot is come out. It comes like loads of white speckles over it. It's like a hard shell. I've read up about it, it's like a little hard shell, and the protective. So the protective themselves, been getting parasites disappearing like, so I can't treat them. So what I'm going to do, all the ones what got the white bits coming out now, I'm going to take them out, I'm going to put them into a fish tank on their own. But I'm also going to treat these ones and treat those ones. So I've had to heat it up again now, because if you heat it up, it says, if you heat the tank up, it starts releasing them, they start moving about in the tank and stuff, the parasites, so you see the white spot. So I'm going to start treating it. That's what I've read about, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use malachite green and some formalin. I'm going to mix it up and put it in here. But saying today, we're going to, well, tonight should I say, because it's late on now. I'm going to catch all these little ones up, I'm going to move them in the fish tank over here. I'll show you in a sec. But saying it's come in a little bit, but that's life, well, you've got to carry on and get it sorted out, haven't you? So just start to heat up again now. It's 11 degrees. It was 10 something, so that tank outside, the quarantine one, well, the ex-quarantine one where the Tempest is 10 point something degrees. So it's got it perfect temperature, pH right, everything right, the KH right, everything's exactly the same. Ready to move over, but I can't do it. So I'll turn you around now. So I'll probably show you a few clips as well if I can't find the ones with the white spot now, but I've got a few videos earlier on and I'll put them in as well. I'll turn you around, I'll show you these. So it is typical now, they're all gone down to the bottom. So I've noticed if you are flicking as well, so you're trying to hit yourself and get the white spot off, as you can see. That wasn't a minute ago. So a few I've been flicking, so I noticed that last couple of days, but I've not noticed the white spot. There's one. You can see him. There's two there actually. There's this one here. I can't do that. It's blurry. It's the darker ones that keep looking. I can't find them now. Actually, I've seen another one now. There's one there. It's only right down at the bottom. Now I can see it. And there's another one there. As you can see. Bit of a pain, but we'll get through it. So I'll move them out. There's another one. You can see those little white spots. So it's like a shell that goes over it. So we'll give them a scrape as well. And see what I can find. It's a bit of a pain, but what can we do? So I've set this tank up here, a little temporary tank. So I'm going to put a temporary filter and stuff on. Just put a bit of insulation underneath. Steady it on this table. The table has warped a little bit. It's an old table, as you can see. Nice and solid. It's an old pub table. So there's a pub shutting down. My granddad used to sit at a table. And this was his table he used to sit at. So I thought, right, I'm taking that. So I took that, took some chairs, some pub chairs as well. Got them. They were my granddad's table and chairs, but I used to sit up at the pub. But the pub is no longer there, so I closed down. Everything's getting chucked away. Got that table, got 4 of the chairs. It's some nice little pub room when it's in here again, up and running. But anyway, back to the fish again. So this is the little tank I've set up. So I'm going to put a heater in and get it right heated up to about 20 odd degrees in there. So we'll get these out of here, catch them out. So I think I've noticed about half a dozen. So I will get them out. You can see quite a few. Well, that'll do it again now. Keep scratching on the floor as well. So we've definitely got something. It's a bit of a pain. I'll get them out anyway, and I'll show you a close up in the tank. Believe it or not, it took me an hour to catch 5 fish. That tank about it's about 800 fry in there, something like that, 700, 800 fry. So you can see the white spot on them now. See it a bit clearer. So I've never had white spot before. I've had costia, childrenard, trichidina, flukes, but never ever a white spot. I used to have it when I was a younger kid and that with the fish tanks. I used to breed fish and that in my shed at home with my dad's. Had a lot of white spot then with tropical fish and stuff, but never on cold water fish. There's a little bit on this Benny Kiko. You can't see it on that side. It turns out you might be able to see it. I can't see the reflection of light. These little white spots on there. There you go. You can see them now. So I will give them a scrape in a minute. And let's have a look on the microscope. Right, I've just found something. It's circulating. It is circling now. But it's that tiny. I can't zoom into it. So it's not costia, it's not moving fast enough. So I say it's definitely a white spot, but I cannot zoom into it anymore. So I haven't got 200, I've got 400. That's the one I've got. It's too close and I can't find it on there. The microscope I'm using. There's a Celestian, but that is very, very tiny. It's just about, there you go, it's moving again now. I'm still putting it down to white spot, but I don't know. Been up and down the slides everywhere. So the only thing I found is that now, just moving around a little bit. But I do need a 200 times zoom. I haven't got one on here. So it's 10 times, 4 times, 4, 10 and 40. So I do need a 20 for a 200 times zoom. But that's all I can find on them. Absolutely crazy. I've done about 5 fish now. Well, I've done them 5 fish in that tank, and that is all I found. Actually, it's staying still now. I'll keep going. So this is at 400 times zoom now. It's just too close. If you had 200 times zoom, I think I'd find it. But what I did, I got it in the centre of the screen. It was swirled around, as you're seeing. I just put it zoomed in to 400 times on the 40, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So it's a big jump from 10 to 40. It's absolutely crazy. So I did need 20. Just found another one now at 100 times, and it is swirling round. As you can see, it's spinning. The same does spin like Trichadina, but I cannot zoom into it. So I keep putting it on 40, so that's 400 times, and it's too close. Just do me in now. Definitely did 20, so it's 200 times. So if anybody knows where they can get a 20 times one of these, you can screw off and on for a Celestian, just let me know. I definitely need one. So it is spinning on there. You can't hardly see it now. Just do me in now. So I'm out 400 times now. I can still see things moving now. I just found a few. You can see this side here. There's something moving there at 400 times. Absolutely crazy. So these are only fry, don't forget. They're about 1.5 to 2 inch long. A white spot, you can see it moving. Keeps going in and out. Sorry about that. But there's definitely something there. I'm saying tomorrow I'll give them a treatment. Malachite green. And some formalin. So I didn't realise what time it was. It's gone 2 o'clock in the morning. The missus has just come in now. She's going mad. So you're coming in now, you're coming in now. So I thought, right, let's finish off, crack up and get in like. But I can't find any more on there. So it's doing me head in. I've shown you a few on there. I found bits. It does look like white spot. Well, it's showing you white spot on the fish. What I'm looking at here now. So there's all the white spots in them, so it's got to be a white spot. There's a couple of ones that I looked on there. It does look like it. They are moving, but they're very, very tiny. So they think I've just caught it in time now. So they're just starting to get active, obviously because they raised the temperature up and they were dormant, and I made them come out on them. So I think I've caught it in time. So I should be fine with these really. But saying that's it. I definitely need a 20 times, well, 200 times zoom little adapter for the bottom of the lens on a Celestian. So if anyone does know, just send us a link on the email so we can get one ordered. But I've looked everywhere, I can't find one there myself. Well, I've looked in the past, I haven't looked lately, like, but I do need to get one for it, so it's a 200 times zoom. But I think it's white spot. Well, the fish are white, got white spots in them, so it's definitely a white spot. It's a bit crazy really, but it's absolutely freezing now, so I best go in and get a shower and that. Does anyone else feel itchy when you're looking at little things on microscopes and stuff, when you see costia or flukes and stuff like that? So it makes you itch, doesn't it? So I'm going to go in now, get a shower and get to bed, I think. So I'm going to have a look again tomorrow. So we'll have a look at these. Obviously the heat's starting to rise up now. It's 11.9 degrees, so it's getting 15 degrees. It should be 15 degrees tomorrow. So we heat up quite quick, so the white spot's supposed to go active when it gets warmer up, right? So You can see if it gets active and Steve's start moving a bit more in the white spot. So we can have a look on the microscope again tomorrow. We'll have a nosy. If we do find anything, I'll put it on there and show you there. Like. So we'll get back to you in the morning and I'll have a look there. See you soon. So it's next morning. It's a bit cold and fresh outside today. So I'm going to give these a check again today. I said I've had a look this morning to say I can't see any more visual white spot than the 5 I got in the tank. It's definitely white spot now. It's still rubbing at the bottom, but I still can't find anything on the scrapes. Kept looking last night, but I will have another scrape on a few of these today and have a quick nosy again and see if I can find anything. But I don't know, it's a strange one. But I can't see any visual white spot on these. I'm going to turn you around now. So have a good look round. You can't find any more with a white spot what's standing out. So I will get a few in a bowl. Have a quick look at them closely. So now hurdling up a couple of them against the heater now. Well, actually they're feeding off the heater. Anything what's on the heater, a bit of that one did is sucking it all off. It's only a 600 watt heater. I chucked it on yesterday. And it's really heating this up, so this was like 10 degrees. And now it is 13.3. So overnight it's got to 3.5 degrees on a 600 watt heater. So probably about 400 gallon in here. But can't see nothing there. I'll do grab some in the bowl, have a closer look at them. I can't find anything on any of these, but I found one dead one. So it must have died last night. It's a little Benny Kiko. I'm not going to show them on camera. So what I'll do, I'll give them a scrape in a minute and go on the microscope and see what I can find on there. There's actually some stunning fish in here. There's got different varieties everywhere. I've not caught them all. There's absolute loads and loads. And here's the little lump in there, in this corner. There's loads down there. So I've probably caught 20% of them maybe. So I've not even caught the best ones yet. I'm just trying to catch them, but I can't get all of them at all. It's the ones that keep catching my eye. There's absolute stonking fish in here. I'm really happy with these. So the sun in between 1.5 inches to about 6 inches. You can see that, the size of it. It's got to be 6 inches, that one. There's one here. And khaki there. It's not the brilliantest quality khaki, but we'll see how he goes. But I've picked a few ones that stand out to me here, out of this bowl, and put them in here for you. A quick nosy. There's some stunning fish in this one. Some showers. It's the sheebers. So you've got to see them at the side. Absolute stonking fish. Got the patterns everything taking shape on them now. That size is lovely. Scalation is lovely. The skin quality on them. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at the sheeber there. And showers. Pirachinas. The skin on them. Absolutely brilliant. Well happy with them. Arawaki. Benny Kikos. That's light and Sheba. And Ross's new ones. He's trying out. That's a beautiful fish. So I'm absolutely over the moon with them. Some nice fish. I'll give that other fish a scrape now. And we'll see what we've got on it. Right in the centre of the screen now, you see that little dot here, this one. So it was just moving, but got the camera on, it's not moving now. It's definitely moving a minute ago. It's circulating round. And plus I did find a bit of costia as well, I can't find it again now. I've seen some bits floating around everywhere, so I've definitely got white spot. Well, not 100% I've got white spot because I can't see it properly, but I've definitely got costia, so 100% know that. I've seen costia before, so I'll put the little description up of costia now. I've a big case of it, not a small case like I've got here. So I think I've just caught it in time, so it's nothing like this what you can see now. I'll see if I can find you a bit and put it in as well. There's no movement at all on this now. So it was moving a minute ago, stop now. So I've caught two moving on this one. As you can see, one here somewhere. There we go. The other one's not moving now. There you go, the other one's moving somewhere here. Got one here, one there. So it's not moving like costia. I'm not sure if it's chilled an hour now. I don't know. I say no, the treatment I'm going to put in is going to get all three of them anyway. So at least I've caught it now. So I've lost the one fish. I found this morning dead. A Benny Kiko. Hopefully I've caught the early stages of it and get rid of it so I can move them over in a week or so. So I've just put some malachite green and some foam in here as well. So I've got a crappy little filter in the corner. I have got a bigger filter somewhere, I'll find out in a bit and change that over. Got plenty of oxygen here now. So the foam's in, malachite's in. The temperature's up to 16 degrees. That's in every day as well. I'll get the siphon in here, get any bits of crap out, and just keep topping the water up, keep adding the malachite and the formalin, and hopefully these sort the cells out. Well, sort the white spot out, get rid of that. So I've just topped this up as well. Well, I've just actually dropped the water down, sorry. I'm just topping up with some malachite green and some formalin. I've already put some in just. You can see the water's discoloured a little bit. I'm going to keep adding it to it in the next hour. Just keep putting a bit in at a time. Keep doing it. It'll all go through. Then 98% of these fish are fine. Just a couple in there. Well, this is 1,000, but 5% of the fish are not. Right, got a bit of white spot. So my eye richer in the bottom, like I was saying, but just keep on top of it. Keep it going. And hopefully we can get through this and get them moved over into the other tank. So a bit of a setback. But these things are here to try us. Let's get them right first before we move them over. Right, I'm just hoping I've caught the white spot in time. Somebody has got costia as well, I've noticed. Could be childrenella, I don't know. So I definitely need a 20 times zoom, so it's 200 times zoom on the lens, on the microscope. So the 100 times, it's just not enough. 400, it's too much, it goes too deep in there and I can't see through and like it's a bit dark. I might even get a new microscope, I don't know, so we'll see in the future. Get a new microscope, upgrade it. So it's a Celestian, it's I think about 200 quid still. So I did get it years and years ago, I think about for 100 quid, it was on an offer somewhere. But I definitely need that 20 times one. So I'll keep looking myself. If anyone does know where they can get one from, don't mind send us a link over. So I think most of them do fit, so it might be I'll get one, but I'm just looking for that specific one. The other ones might fit, I've not looked into it properly. So I've not needed it, because obviously these fish are a lot smaller, and the parasites are even minute. You don't see them on the core, you just see the costia, the childrenella, the flukes. You see that straight away from, well, 40 from the flukes, then 100, and that's plenty for the costia on the big fish. But obviously these are little fish. Well, the costia starts small anyway, so it's got to get bigger. Obviously I haven't seen it bigger by the time it comes out in a bigger fish. So I don't know really, so go from there. I do need it 20 times to make it 200 times, and that'll do me really. But malachite green, formalin, that's been in here now. Same again, that fish tank there, I keep an eye on it. So the temperature's 14 degrees now in the fish tank. Same with this, it's nearly 14 degrees in here. But what I'll do again, I'll turn it up again tonight, make it 16 degrees and keep going from there, get it over 20 degrees. And hopefully that gets them cured better. The same with the fish tank, I keep cleaning that every couple of days and top it up again. What I take out of it, I'll work out so there's enough malachite green and formalin in there to keep the, hopefully should say, get rid of that white spot out there, but just a test in that tank. But these ones looking great, and I can't see anything up with them. They're swimming around, eating and everything really. That's it for this one. So I do appreciate it, those that subscribe to us, and those that haven't, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to us, and that's it. Have a good time, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.